Good morning. How's everyone doing? I'm back. This is J. Kelly. See, I have my energy today. I did not have energy last night. So this is part 2. I'm going to go step by step. I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to take out your flat twist properly to minimize any frizz. And I'm just going to show you my routine. Hopefully it works for you as well. Again, I have that real deal 4C hair. It's like 4C, double C, triple C hair. So if it works for me, it should definitely work for you, because you probably have like 4B or a better 4C than I do. But anyway, last night I already have all my product and moisturizers inside, so I'm not going to add anything to my hair this morning. The only thing I will use is I use this oil here. I just started using it recently because it's a little more economical and it does a pretty good job. Mainly I use oil because I like to have my fingers moist while I'm taking it out, because it's smoother because your hands aren't as rough, and then it's adding oils and it's not like lotion or anything like that, so it works a lot better to me. Plus it adds a shine to it. I don't like dull hair, so it gives you a more natural shine. You know, you can add oil sheen, but you don't have to add oil sheen if you just use oil, because you're running it through your hair as you're taking the strands out. So I know some people don't like to use oils when they take it out, but again, for me, I believe it causes less traction between your fingers and your hair, and it's like oil, you know, like oil to a car, you know, it just makes everything run smoother. So the hair should be able to separate easily because you have the oil. You know, if you don't have hair like me, you probably don't need as much on your hands, but I don't have to be shy because I have very thick, coarse hair, so I use quite a bit, because again, like I say all the time, my hair is greedy, so I can feed it as much as I like. It's greedy like me. I'm greedy too. All I do is eat. Okay, so I'm excited. Alrighty. So it's very easy. Again, this hairstyle, it was already sectioned. My main goal is I want this to fall over my face, again, to cover my 2 scars I have from an accident I had years ago. It won't cover it all the way, but it just makes me feel better. I don't know. I feel like it's not seen, even though you're probably going to see it. The back is just going to be straight back, so it'll just be full. And on the side, I did do these instead of going straight back. I sort of did them to the side because I'm sort of going to let it lay this way, but I'm going to also put it behind my ear. So I'm also going to show you how to style it as well. Alrighty, so all you do is put some oil on your fingers. I do like to start in the back just in case I can play around a little bit. So I'm going to start I have 3 twists in the front. So I'm going to start right here for the first one in the back. And I use the oil to go through. These are my fingers. Go ahead and put some on these back ones. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here we go. And this is what I do. I just go ahead and, because you know I have to untwist the winding that I did last night. So I untwist the bottom, and then I separate it from the middle of the twist. And then I just sort of reverse what I did last night. I don't run my fingers through it yet. Right now, I slowly do it, and I take my time because I don't want to separate the strands quite yet more than what they will already do naturally. Because again, with the 4C hair, it's already going to frizz up, so I don't even really, I don't pick my hair much either, because there's no reason to do it with my texture of hair. Okay. And I'm just separating. I move my finger. Hopefully you can see it a little better. Okay. Because what I'm doing is just separating it. I'm only separating, like you see here. All I'm doing is pulling this down, and then again, I'm just untwisting. I'm not working my fingers all the way through it. I'm really touching the hair the least amount of times as I possibly have to, because all I want to do is separate the strands. I'll work on the styling later, but the more I touch and play with it, I found that it makes it too frizzy. So when you go to styling it, it's already too much done, and you can't really touch your hair. Okay. So just take your time. the strands. Okay, and now I'm to the top. I'm still not running it my finger through. I'm just separating. And separating, and I leave it that way. I just leave it. Okay, and now for the back, the same way. I'm going to unwind what I already wound and separate. Now, sometimes because I have extremely coarse hair, I will blow dry it before I twist it, but I don't like to put too much heat to my hair. So the more times I do this at night before I go to bed, the straighter it'll get and the less frizzier it will be. The first one is going to look good always, but the first one, you know, is the first one. Okay, and I'm just separating the strands. Okay, and I will take the rest of the back out. I'll go ahead and do that, and then I will come back when I get to the front, so you can see how I do the front and you can see about the styling. All right, peace. So welcome back. I'm talking again. Okay, so again, I didn't want to start playing with it. Don't play with it. Don't do what I did. Okay, so now we're to the front, and I always start from the furthest one to my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this one first. I put a little bit more oil on my hand. You can use this. You can use you know, any type of pure oil, avocado oil, you know, coconut oil. I don't use as much coconut oil. I like the apricot oil, like a hair polisher, something like that. Just something that will polish your hair and moist your fingers at the same time. That's why I like to use it, because I like my hair to have a shine. I don't really like the dull hair. I don't like the dull hair. Okay, and again, you see, I put my hand down here. I'm sorry. On the next twist, I will come do a close-up for you when I begin. I'm sorry. Okay. And again, the same way, I'm just separating. I'm trying not to use both fingers so you can see what I'm doing. This is I have fat fingers, so they sort of block the camera. So that's the end, and I'm just separating it, but I'm not touching my hair more than I have to. Then I'm flipping, because I'm just going to reverse what's done. Again, separate. Don't run your hands through it. Do not run your hands through it yet. Right now, you're just focusing on getting the flat twist out, and you can style it how you would like it to look later. But the more you touch it now, the frizzier it will be at the end. The less play you'll have to work with. Okay. And now again, okay, so the oil is in my hand. I sort of, when I'm doing that, make sure I'm working it in, and I'm reversing, because last night, if you all didn't see my video, the first one on how I did the flat twist, at the end I always leave like a ½ an inch, and I put gel and I twist it up to help, you know. So in the morning I'm going to go opposite, you know, because if not, it'll have a knot at the end, and then you'll pop your hair. I learned that the hard way. So go ahead, when you have the oil, rub it through and reverse that twist that you put the night before. Okay, you see? And I'm just reversing. Move that piece of hair over. Okay. Reversing. The bottom piece of hair, just let it pull down, reverse. the bottom piece, separate. Bottom piece, put your fingers in between, and it's like a reverse. Instead, you know, you pinch, instead of pinching, you're doing a reverse pinch. So pinch away. I'm trying to think of new ways to say it so you all understand. I'm a visual learner, but I know some people are not. We all learn different. So some are going to understand what I'm doing by looking, and some are going to understand by me talking. I feel bad for you because I always mix my words up, but I'll try. So so again, you're going to do a reverse pinch to separate it. Reverse pinch. I'm normally quite a fast talker, so I'm trying to talk slow, and that really, that's tough for me. I have a lot to say. Okay, separate. Don't touch. Okay. Especially with 4C hair again, because our hair is a lot thicker and it's coarse, and this is not pre-blow dried. When you I'll show you one pre-blow dried, and the twist style looks completely different. It's a lot less frizzy. It looks really good, but I just don't like to put too much heat to my hair. Again, after day, because I know some people say do not, but I twist my hair down every night because I just never get the same look in the morning. If I don't twist my hair down, if I just use like a bonnet or a scarf, when I wake up, I have an afro. I no longer have a twist out. The joys of 4C. So because of that, I twist my hair down nightly. And every night when I wake up and untwist, then it's less frizzier every night. Even though I don't think this is really frizzy, this is my hair, and I love my hair. I love my hair, especially when I don't have the gray in it. Okay, so again, just separate, leave it. Okay, and now we'll go over here, and we have these two pieces. These are the last two. I have enough oil for two. Alrighty, and again, I work it in the twist. And then I'm going to reverse what I did last night before I start separating. And I separate. I grab. Hold on. If you feel a knot, you need to go back to it and make sure you separate that knot. Do not pull through the knot because you will mess up the whole flat twist. It will not look the same. So make sure if you feel a knot, do not just rip it apart. Go down, find it. Because you have oil on your hand, all you have to do is sort of rub it and pull it, and it will release itself without you popping your hair. You have to give yourself time. It's going to, because you have to go, to me, you have to do this slowly if you want it to look the way you want it to look. So you're going to have to give yourself at least, you know, a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes to be safe. Okay. Separate, 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 and let it fall. Don't touch it yet. Do not play with it yet. Hold. You want to reverse. Okay, wait. It all got caught up. Okay. I'm a filler, so make sure when you're doing it, you're filling your hair. You know when you feel something. Like, I'm not looking at it right now because I'm trying to let you all see, so I can't really see what I'm doing. So make sure you feel before you do anything. And if you're unsure, remove your hands and feel it completely because you do not want to mess up the coil, the twist. Okay, separate, separate. Okay, and this is how it looks with just taking all the twist out. I love my hair. See, trying to do my pivot without tripping. I'll go back around. Okay, and again, this is without picking. And this is without going through and separating it too much. And this is because I told you all I have very thick 4C hair. I don't need a pick. You know, besides it'll mess it up, but I really don't believe I need it. This is big enough for me. You know, some like their hair a little bit bigger. This is enough for me. Okay, so for this, you see how it's going to naturally just fall because I did the twist. The way I did the twist, I wanted them to fall in my face. So that's why if you watch my video from last night, I'll show you how I did the partings and why I parted and twisted each twist a certain type of way. So when I took my twist out, the style was already complete. The only thing I would have to do is sort of, you know, maybe work and pull on a few pieces. But again, I don't like to touch my hair much, because the more you touch it, the more you mess up the curl, and the frizzier it will become. Okay. And again, I had already put the gel on my edges last night, so I don't need much. Now for this piece, because I'm just going to put it behind my ear a little bit. So, one moment. You better not, baby. Okay, because that's where I'm going to want it to go. I don't use much. It's maybe a dime size. Maybe a dime size. Okay. I didn't even need it all. So, actually what I'm going to do is sort of put it right here. Right at the beginning of that corner. Only. Okay. And don't talk about me, I still use a toothbrush. I do have a little brush I bought for my edges, but I don't know where I put that brush. So I go back to my, I never throw this toothbrush away. I bought this toothbrush for my edges. Okay. Again, I don't really do the baby edges. That's not my thing. I will sort of swoop them over a little bit, and that's it. I don't like the pulling down, and that's just, it's not for me. It's not ugly. It's cute, you know, as long as it's not overdone, it's cute, but it's just not my thing. So there we go. I hope you all like my tutorial. This is gonna be my look for the day. Yeah, this is how you untwist the flat twist. And again, I believe flat twists are better if you want a full twist out. I do sometimes just do the single hand twist as well, and they're cute. It is cute when I do the twist out as that. I'll show you a tutorial on that as well, step by step. But this is actually my favorite twist out after look, because to me it's fuller, and you know, I'm a little wild child, you know, so if I go for something, I go for it. If I'm wearing a twist out, I want it big and full for me, you know. But you know, that's me. Please hit subscribe if you like my channel. You can follow me on Instagram, J_Kales. Hit subscribe, hit the bell, get a notification. Thank you all for watching. You're the best. Right now.